Hola, primos. That girl from the Danish Deception story is just gonna have to add me to the list of haters or whatever. I already made countless videos talking about how everything doesn't need to be shared, but I also do want to take a moment and just say that you played yourself. And I'm not just talking to her, I'm talking about anybody who's in those types of situations where you continuously continue to ignore red flags. I don't fault anybody for falling in love. I don't fault anybody from developing emotional connections to other people. You are human. That is what you want, that is what you desire. But at what cost? At some point, you have to love yourself more than the idea of being loved by somebody else. And this is not just to her, this is to, like, everybody needs that advice. Everybody needs to understand that, because that is how you keep yourself from falling into situations where people can take advantage of you, where you can start recognizing patterns sooner when you know that the love that I have for myself runs deeper than my need for love and validation from somebody else. The moment somebody starts asking you for money, it's a no. for sure, for sure. Because what man wants you to know that he's on financial hard times? A man that you've not been with for in the long run, right? If y'all been together for like 4 or 5 years, he falls on financial hard times. That's different. But somebody that you're just meeting, another thing, and I've made a video about this before too, get away from people who always have something going wrong in their lives. And what I mean by that is people who every single time you talk to them, and granted, she said that they had some great times in there too. It wasn't all bad. It wasn't all just crazy stuff, craziness or whatever. But you need to recognize patterns with people. I don't choose to keep anybody around me who's always going through some BS. And even though I do know several people in my life who are like that, those are not people that I see on the daily. Those are not people that I hang out with, not because I don't love them, not because I don't care about them, not because I don't want to be here for them. But I live my life in such a way where it's like, I don't stress my own self out, so I'm not going to let somebody else stress me out. And the moment that I'm seeing a pattern that every single time I talk to you, you need something, every single time I talk to you, you have money issues or something is going wrong or whatever the case may be, I'm like, there is something that you are not dealing with or something that you are either doing or not doing that is bringing upon this bad thing after bad thing after bad thing. And I do understand that some people just get the short end of the stick in certain situations and it sucks. But again, if every single time, every single time that we talk to each other, cada tiempo, every interaction that we have, cada vez, every time, it is something bad, it is something wrong, it is something going awry, I'm gonna need you to go figure that out. I can give you advice, but you're not going to drain my energy. That especially needs to be something that you take into consideration with your relationships. Your relationship with another person is going to be one of the most important decisions that you make in your life. And when I say relationship, I mean your romantic relationship, who you choose to be partnered with. Now, I understand y'all taking trips and y'all having fun and all of that, but at what cost when on the other side of that, there's all of these other issues? There's all of these inconsistencies. There's all of these unanswered questions and things that you know don't feel right. But because you have a partner who's there and you can say that you have somebody on your arm, whether it's because this is the person that you dreamed of or this is a relationship that you dreamed of, or you want to prove that you're right, whether it's to other people or whether it's to yourself or whether it's to your trauma, you have to come out of those things. You have to understand that the love that I have for myself overpowers any love that I could ever get from somebody else, any validation that I can ever get from somebody else. That way, nobody can ever be solely responsible for giving that to you, and nobody can ever have the power to take that away from you. I'm not going to continue to ramble on. I'm just going to say, love yourself more. And that's not me saying don't be in a relationship, go love yourself. No, go out there, experience the world, build connections with people, fall in love again and again. Like the song says, fall in love again and again. But be smart about it. Be smart about who you're giving your love to, who you're giving your time to, your energy, your space, your money. Be smart about that. Like, that is it. And then when you do find yourself in those situations, it's okay to take accountability and be like, I effed up. I effed up. I ignored the signs. I sat with it because I wanted this so bad. I've had times in my life many moons ago where I've sat in situations because I wanted things so bad, because I wanted to prove to myself that I could have this. I wanted to prove to my trauma that I'm not too much. I'm not asking for too much. This person will change for me, or I can change to fit this relationship or this connection or whatever the case may be. And no, I can't. No, I can't. That's not to say that I don't work on myself and I don't continue to grow and evolve. But if I have to find myself trying to fit into a puzzle space that my piece is not shaped out to be in, I'm not going to be there. And vice versa, I'm not going to be trying to fit pieces together that do not go. So anyway, this tu prima favorita Bobby here, just saying, love yourself more. Let your self-love and your self-validation outweigh anything that anybody else could give you. And be smart when you're making situations. And do not give men money. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. If he asking, tell him to go ask his mom. I don't know. But anyway, that's all I have to say on the situation for now. I'm probably going to have other thoughts. But yeah, she wants to add me to the list of the mujeres negras that are down talking her, whatever she wants to say. I'll be that. But my thing is just solely like, love yourself more than you love relationships, than you love the idea of a relationship, or you more than you love the idea of somebody else loving you. Es todo lo que tengo que decir. That's all I have to say. That's all I wanted to say. But anyway, thank you for joining me in the Cousins Corner. I'm tu prima favorita, Bobby, and I just like to talk. And I'll see you next time. Bye.